Hello, yeah, welcome to the UK in the rain. Yeah, what basically I've been wanting to get a Kamado for years, even well before I got a Weber. I got the Weber because it was a lot cheaper than what a Kamado would cost. So I've got a pellet smoker, I've got two Webers. I now sort of think to myself, I'd like to be able to get a Kamado. I haven't really got the money for it, but I found something that is apparently just as good, and we're going to be trying it out. We're going to do an unboxing and everything. Yeah, it's pretty good at keeping the temperature stable, and it keeps your meat all nice and juicy. So there we go. It's called. It's got on here the firebox kit, but most of them in America I've seen they've been called only fire ceramic, and basically it's a cage. And you've got these ceramic tiles that go around, and you've got these extra things to go onto your grill to make your grill a bit higher, so it acts more like a Kamado. So let's get on with the unboxing. So yeah, here's the box. I'm going to get it open and show you what you've got inside. Right, I'm going to stick this on the floor so I can put it on the table. Right, box number one. Now I think this may be the stone. Yeah, I haven't brought a knife out. I forgot, so I'm using my keys. Nothing but resourceful me. So right, yeah. Here we've got the ceramic top. Just like that. I'll put that to one side. Yeah, there you go. You've got the instructions there, and it basically shows you how to put it all together. Here's the cage, and then you've got these to go on the sides of the part that holds your grill inside your Weber. But what I've seen of these, they don't really do much height. But I'll show you what it's like when these are on afterwards. I'll put those to one side. There we should have. I'll get it open. The ceramic parts. And what I'm liking about this is if I don't need it, I can just lift it out and lift it back in again. But I can't see me not wanting to use it. There you go. So yeah, it's just a ceramic side, and it's got a hole in the side to make better airflow. And just slide in there nicely. I'm already liking this already. I mean, what I've seen other people using them, mainly in America, they say that this is brilliant if you can't afford a Kamado or a Kamado Joe or a Big Egg. Yeah, these really just slide in nicely. Turn that round. I do apologise for the rain. It's been a an abundance of rain lately and just doesn't seem to want to stop. But I've got to cook tomorrow and I want to use this. I want to test it out and really see what it's like. So yeah, that's the insides of it, and how it's set out. It's got a bit of weight to it, and yeah, let's get the barbecue on, or get these in after I put that on, and then we'll put the grate on and see how it looks afterwards. But I do have a trick up my sleeve to make it a lot easier to have my grill a lot higher. Let's go and check that out. Let's get the lid off. Move this to the side. Let's get the grate off. And then put this inside. That fits quite nicely. It's quite snug. And you've got about a hand's, fingers width gap in the middle, so you've got heat coming through as well. So yeah, that's looking quite nice. That it's a bit weighty as well. So yeah, basically the idea of these is that they're supposed to go where the grill goes on this. And what I've seen on other videos, it's not very stable and it doesn't really lift the grill up all that well. Another one down there. Yeah, so afterwards you've got to have a play with it just to get it central after you put these in. That one doesn't even want to sit in properly. Go on, get in it. So yeah, that's on there. Let's see what it's like with the grill on top. Yeah, it's not really. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I'll put the stone on. That's brilliant, because that act like a heat deflector, and yeah, it's not a lot. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get, if it's a very thin tray, you might be able to get a tray under there for drippings and stuff. But I have got an idea up my sleeve, which I have seen another person do in America, and I just happened to have one because I bought one recently. And that is one of these, my rotisserie. Because what the idea of it is, not only can you use it as a rotisserie, you've got bits on the sides that can come up to hold in the, because there's a hole there for the rotisserie to go through. Tighten that up. And there's one on this side as well. That'll cover that all up. What I found was you've got bits already for the grill to go on both ends. Like you've got one there and one there. So yeah, I think that would be the best thing really. And yeah, you've got enough room in there for at the bottom for a drip pan. You get quite a deep drip pan in there. And also, if you've ever seen Chad's barbecue, you could probably, because you've got the height, you could probably use that as well for direct grilling on the steaks and stuff, and like pork chops, any kind of steak you can get your hands on really, or burgers in fact. And those flare-ups, I don't think would actually go this high. So yeah. That looks pretty good, and I will be tomorrow. I'll be putting a brisket on it. But yeah, the great thing about the rotisserie ring on this one. I mean, look at this one. it's just, it isn't only fire, it's not got any mod cons to it, it's just a standard one, whereas this, you've got the thing for a pizza, doing pizzas, which you could probably use that for as well. And also you've got a temperature gauge here as well. It automatically is on it. And yeah, not only have I got one there, I've also got one on the lid, just there. Right, see that go on? Yep. Lid goes on fine as well. So basically, I can have two temperature gauges just there, one above the meat and one just under the meat, or in line with the meat. Actually, no, that'd be under the meat. So yeah, I've got 2 and 3 for the charcoal. So I can really, keep it simple, stupid, isn't it? Yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do tomorrow, I've bought a brisket, an English brisket. You know, the ones you get in the supermarket. Because it's got very little fat compared to like American full packer or a point. I'm going to try that and see if that keeps that lovely and moist. Good morning. Another sunny day in the UK. Not raining as usual. It's just starting to slow down now. But what I'm here to talk about is the charcoal. Charcoal is slowly going grey, and once they've fully ashed over, we're going to stick it on the end of the snake, put the lid on, let it warm up those ceramic tiles, and while that's happening, I'm going to be rubbing up our rolled brisket. Catch you in a bit. Now our charcoal's nice and grey, let's get it on the snake. Right, let's get that lid on and get that temperature going. Open up the vents are already open at the bottom. Yeah, let's come back to that when it's nice and warm. So yeah, so as you can see, this is a British large beef brisket joint. It's basically been rolled, and I think basically what these are is literally the flat part, and they just rolled it up. So the point would be here, this would be the flat. They've cut that in half and then rolled it up and then just strung it up. Not a bad price, $22.41, but got a club card, get $17.29, so I got a couple of quid off that. So let's get this out of the bag and dry it up and get the rub on. I have left this to get to room temperature as well, so that helps it out of it. You don't want to have something come straight out of the fridge. As soon as it hits any kind of heat, it's just going to stiffen up straight away.
all that rub on every little square inch. But yes, I'm basically just trying to treat this as a normal brisket that you would get as a full packer sort of thing, because being that it's the flat, it's going to have some fat in it. It's not going to have a hell of a lot, but that's why I'm hoping that the Kamado insert is going to help that out by keeping the temperatures at bay, very low at 250, and then after 3 hours I'm going to wrap this up in some butcher paper to keep it from drying out and to get those temperatures going. Ah, but there's one thing I did forget. I need to put a wood chunk in there. I have to say, that ceramic is very hot, even with gloves on. Right, let's check back at it in 3 hours time. Right, we just hit the 2 hour mark, and the even with the vents very low, like keeping about that much open, that ceramic insert is literally like the temperature is going up further. So what I'm going to do is, so it doesn't dry out completely, I'm not going to put it into the butcher paper just yet. I'm going to do the foil boat, so then any fat and stuff that does come out is going to collect in the bottom, and then when I do eventually get it into the butcher paper, I can then put all that fat on top of it and then keep it moist inside. There we go, look at that. That bark is definitely looking good. So yeah, it is dripping a lot of fat, so what I'm going to do is wrap this in the foil boat and put it back on. And as I say, the good thing about the foil boat is it will keep all that fat dripping into itself, so the bottom will get nice and moist, and we'll still be getting that bark. But yeah, look at that. I wish you could smell it right now. It smells so amazing. Right, let's get that back on. So that lid has been on for about 10 seconds and it's gone straight back up halfway between 250 and 300, and I've got top vents closed near on like a fingernail's worth, half a fingernail, and I've got this right down, nearly closed, and that ceramic insert is it's trying its best to like keep that temperature going up and up and up. This is something we don't want to happen at the moment because we want to keep that meat nice and moist. But right, we're 3 hours in, and I just went out somewhere, and I could see on the phone that the temperature was going down, the ambient temperature. But then when I got here, well, on the phone it was saying it was like 230 odd, and on the temperature gauge when I got here it was saying 250. So it just shows how much it can differ. But it's like putting my hand over it, it's still very hot, And I can keep my hand over it for about 3 or 4 seconds. But yeah, you can really feel that heat coming up. But yeah, let's have a look inside. Oh, look at that. That is lovely. That bark is definitely got what I need it to be at. So let's have a look under there. Yeah, all the juices are collecting at the bottom like I wanted. It's seeping out a little bit here, so I'll adjust that. But my barbecue is on an incline a bit that way, so it's understandable that really. Yeah, I'm not going to wrap this up just yet. I think I'm going to keep this going actually as it is, because it's not reached temperature how I want it, so let's keep that going. Right, it's been in there for about 5 hours now, so I'm gonna wrap this up in the butcher paper and keep it going. It's not got to the temperature yet. It's at the moment it's at 180. We need it at 208, so I'm gonna wrap it up and carry it on inside. Look at that. Right. Take this out. Burn my fingers. Get some of this fat. All of it if I can. Trouble is with tin foil, it likes to stick to the grates. Yeah, let's get that fat. Whoa. Lovely. Alright. Let's get this wrapped up. Yeah, you've got to remember, make sure you do this tight, otherwise you're going to have a bit of leakage. There you go, now that will keep it moist. All that juice I just put in there will then just be taken on by the paper and it will just keep the whole thing moist. There you go, it's all wrapped up, and now I'm going to put the lid on and keep it going. Open these up a little bit. Get that temperature up. Right, I've had the vents open now for fully open for about an hour now, so it's coming up the temperature very nicely, and we are 4 degrees under. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off now so it can rest, and then when it gets the temperature of 203, which is 95 degrees Celsius, I will unwrap it and we'll give it a cut up and see how it's looking. Well, the meat's been resting now for about an hour, so I'm going to open this up now and cut into it and see how nice it is. Hopefully it hasn't dried out. Let's go and have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's get this off. I don't want to waste any of that fat that's in there. And then like that. So yeah, my overall thoughts of the ceramic insert is I think I still need to have a little bit of a practice with it, because I didn't get the same result as what I've seen other Americans reviewing it as. I don't know if it's because they're already in a hot country and I don't know what it is, or maybe we got too much. It was too windy today and that's why I couldn't keep the temperatures down. But yeah, I was really finding it hard to like, it does retain heat, I'll give it that, it does retain it, but it's just trying to creep up. Even when I've got the top vents and the small bottom vents, not that much airflow is going through. I just could not control that all day, and the end result is I got the smoke ring, but it was quite dry. Still, it was good enough to eat for dinner, but yeah, I'm not sure how these other people that are reviewing this are getting good results really. Maybe I'll have to play about with the lid and the rotisserie ring and put some stuff around the edges and stuff so that the smoke don't come out, like the tape you can get. But yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm on the fence with it, so I'll have to have a go at it a few more times to say if it was as good as a Kamado, because what I've seen of Kamados is like you've only got to have your vents like a finger thick and you get amazing results. But yeah, I've not convinced myself. But yeah, if you like this video and you found it informative or got anything out of it, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying these videos, and hit the notification button to let you know when I next upload a video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.